latest, we go to NewsNation's Kellie Meyer, who's live in Washington. Kellie, good to see you. So tell us more about today's clashes over redactions in the Epstein files.
Yeah, and just like you said, Jesse, definite fireworks there on Capitol Hill. This was definitely a grilling of Attorney General Pam Bondi. And it's not just from Democrats. Republicans are asking a lot of questions. And the one Republican in that room, Congressman Massey, had several questions, including why the names of the victims weren't kept private like they wanted them to be. He also wanted to know why the co-conspirators' names were redacted, and then just why there were so many redactions in general. He feels as though this is something that they need to answer for. And I wanted to play that interaction between Massey and Bondi. Take a listen to this.
Within 40 minutes, Wexner's name was added back.
Within 40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
Red-handed? There was one redaction out
Where
of
he's
over
listed as a co-conspirator.
and we invited you in.
Gentlemen.
This guy has Trump derangement syndrome. He needs to get, you're a failed politician.
And when Bondi pushed back there, Jesse, and said, you know, why weren't you asking these questions of Attorney General Merrick Garland during the Biden administration? And Massey said this is something that goes back even further. It goes to Obama and Bush. He said this is going to be, or is, bigger than Watergate, he claims, and they continued to press her.
And let me just say something about this, okay? That's the problem. I went through the internal memos from the FBI. I think there's an argument that there wasn't enough evidence to go after co-conspirators, particularly if they didn't have video or footage of other people. But it's the defensiveness, talking about the Dow, going in the not really having a great answer for redactions. That's what makes it look like optically that there was a cover-up by the administration, even if that's not the case. I want to go over to El Paso. Big story, a lot of back and forth about these government agencies. What can you tell us about what happened today?
Yeah, and I've been talking with sources that are familiar with this situation, and it really is this back and forth between the FAA and the Pentagon, and really showing a breakdown in coordination between the two. So what I'm hearing from sources is that the Pentagon let CBP, under DHS, use these high-energy laser counter drones, and that was something that was done prior to the FAA closing the airspace. So this is something that we've seen play out. We saw that they closed that airspace in El Paso today, then quickly reopened it. We've been talking with the White House. They said that this was a Mexican cartel drone that was being shot down. Now, subsequent reports, sources tell me, was that it was a party balloon potentially. So there are a lot of questions around exactly what happened, who gave this direction, how many people were informed. We know the FAA administrator was saying that they didn't alert the White House, while others are saying that the proper channels were communicated to. So I'm expecting to hear more about this in the days and hours to come, because there's a lot more questions here under this story.
Yeah, because there was panic when this was came out. Okay, finally got to ask you about Kash Patel. His job on the line if he doesn't solve the Guthrie case?
You know, what we're seeing is the president he keeps saying he has the confidence, the utmost confidence in his FBI director. And we also know that Kash was involved with the local police in making sure they were able to get that footage off the Ring doorbell camera, said that they were very involved in that. So we know this is something that the president is watching closely. Caroline Leavitt, in both of her briefings, came out late saying that they were watching this all on TV like many of us were. So it sounds like he does have the confidence in the FBI and the FBI director, and they are paying close attention to this case.
He was the one that released those images and videos of that suspect, or that masked individual. So we'll see what happens. NewsNation's Kellie Meyer, thank you as always.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.